The total lunar eclipse on November the 7th or 8th, depending on where you're at, brings with it an massive shift in energies. Now, the total lunar eclipse also is combined with the full moon, which is also happening on November the 8th. So it's a powerful duel that is going to assist us on really awakening even more, accelerating our ascension, and so many beautiful things are happening. In this video today, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I think you should know about this particular total lunar eclipse, and then also a powerful activation as eclipse activation to really bring in those higher level frequencies that are now available to us to really help us activate what requires activation so we can align ourselves to that new template, our soul's new template, the higher timeline, and moving forward. So basically anything that this powerful lunar eclipse has to offer, the activation is going to help you really embody that. Now, this total lunar eclipse actually brings the closing of this eclipse gateway, which opened on October the 25th with the opening. And at that point, it was actually that rebirth. There was an inner rebirth happening. And now with this closing of the eclipse, it just brings it all home with this shift that is now occurring on so many different levels. And the first thing that I would like for you to know is that there is a noticeable shift that is really happening. Like, you will notice that something has happened internally for yourself, how you look at life, how you look at things, how you look at yourself, and also your outer life as well. You will notice a shift. You will notice that things are falling more into place, that your life is truly shifting into a more higher perspective, a higher timeline. And it's truly beautiful because you will also feel somewhat of a new version of yourself, a newer, better version of yourself, because you have been, at the beginning of the eclipse, there was this rebirth that happened. Like, you were really being reborn to that newer, more uplifted, more heart-centered, more awakened soul that you are. And now it, like I said, it really brings it all home because you're really realizing that, yes, I have changed. I have shifted. I don't feel like I felt, maybe a month ago at the beginning of the eclipse. So you will really notice those shifts that are happening. And of course, then also that ripples out into your surrounding, into your actual life, because the shifts are then happening in your life as well. You were noticing things that didn't feel like they want to move ahead, and now they're actually moving ahead quite nicely. So those shifts, that are really noticeable right now. Then the second thing here is that you also vibrate higher because you have been reborn, right? You have been reborn on an internal level. So you also have risen in frequency. You have aligned yourself to that new higher timeline. And actually, we'll talk more about this in the upcoming full moon video. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release that video for the full moon, because that is also part of that. So I will talk more about that. But you're also now vibrating much higher. You have shifted on an internal level to that newer, that higher vibration. You're also more in alignment with that higher frequency of joy, of love, of abundance, of happiness. All these good feelings, you're vibrating more in alignment with that now. So you may have even noticed that you are feeling lighter. You're coming more from the heart. You're more compassionate and those type of things. And that's really what happened because of this rebirth. You will notice that because you are vibrating higher. And of course, the higher you vibrate, the more you attract abundance, love, joy, all these good things into your life. So here, I really want to invite you, allow this, really tap into this higher vibration. Ideally, meditate daily to really align yourself to that. Focus on the frequency of joy, of happiness, of love, of abundance, all these good feelings that you would like to experience more of. Tap into that because you now really are more in alignment with that. You have it, you have the possibility on a daily basis to align yourself to those good feelings because it has really been activated within you. Then the third thing here is that you also now have that inner drive to really up-level your life, to either change direction if you're feeling that whatever you have been doing up until this point doesn't serve you anymore, doesn't feel in alignment. You have that inner drive to change course, or maybe just up-level what you have been doing. Maybe you're realizing what you have been doing, it still feels in alignment, but maybe it feels limited, that you didn't really feel that inner push to expand your horizon, so to speak, expand your vision, your your desires and those type of things. Because what you previously maybe didn't feel ready for, now you definitely will feel ready for that. Because you really have that inner drive to really uplevel has been basically activated within you. So you will feel called to really look at your life, to examine your dreams and your desires. Are they still in alignment with what you truly, truly want? And to up-level that as well on all levels. Now, this could mean that you're changing course completely, that you're going in a completely different direction because what you have been doing simply doesn't feel right anymore, or simply that you're just up-leveling drastically, where you're really realizing that there is so much more available to me, and you're really up-leveling to that. So just be prepared for that you may completely change course, or that you're really feeling that call to take a leap and up-level drastically in whatever area, or maybe even all areas of your life, maybe just one area of your life, the one that will bring you the biggest change, the biggest abundance in your life. That is usually the area where you will then feel called to really make those big changes, or like I said, even course correct. So just be aware of that, tune in for that, see what do you feel called to do. And here I want to invite you to listen to that. Really listen to that inner voice that is telling you what is to your highest and greatest good, what is in alignment with that new template, that new higher timeline that you're aligning yourself to, and then just act on that. Then the fourth key thing is that you then also have that inner resolve to really have what you want. Like, you're actually claiming it. You're like, this is what I want. This has my name on it. I want this. This is what I'm going to have. This is what I'm going to go for. So what previously may have seemed more like a wish or a dream now really becomes a desire. Like, you have that conviction that, yes, this is what I want. Nothing less. Of course, something better, but nothing less than what I truly want. You really feel that inner conviction to go after those desires, because you really feel that inner resolve to really have what you want. And here I want to invite you, really decide what you want and then claim it. Literally put your name on it. Maybe make a list of all the things that you want, and then energetically put your name to it. Claim it. This is yours to have, because you can have it. And then the fifth piece, the fifth and final piece here before I move into light language, is that ideas are now flooding in. Those ideas, the insights that will really help you move forward. Here, be prepared. You may want to have your journal handy to write down any notes, any insights that you're getting. Now, here I also want to give you a little warning sign here. These ideas that you're getting, they most likely will stretch you. Because like I said, it's that more expanded version now. There's more expansion that is happening right now. Feeling called to really up-level quite drastically, or even change course. So whatever ideas you're getting, they most likely will stretch you, because they're just a little outside of your comfort zone, or very much outside of your comfort zone. But I want to invite you to trust whatever ideas you're getting. Trust the insights that you're getting, because they are to your highest and greatest good. And with this rebirth that happened and the shift that's occurring right now, really embodying all that, integrating all that, you do have the strength within you, the power within you to go after the things that you want. The guidance that you're receiving, the insights you're getting, the ideas you're getting, yes, they will stretch you, but they are to your highest and greatest good. So here I truly want to invite you, act upon it, because you have transformed. You're no longer who you were a month ago, or at the beginning of this eclipse gateway. You are no longer the same. You have transformed. You have grown. You have changed. This newer version of you now is more courageous. It has the inner power to really go after your desires. It is more empowered, and is also stronger. So just know that you have grown. And here, act upon the ideas. Act upon it without delay, because everything is falling into place. And with this activation, it's going to all bring it home. It's all going to help you really step into that. Claim your desires. Be more empowered. Be more courageous. So these are the 5 key things that I think you should know about. I really hope you enjoyed this video so far. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe you've shared with someone that you think can benefit from that. But now, without further ado, let's move into light language so we can really bring it home and really embody the eclipse energies, the frequency that is now at offer to us. So if you can please put both feet on the ground. Take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love. And when you breathe out, drop into your heart and then close your eyes. And I want to invite you to open yourself up to this activation. Open yourself up to receiving that what is to your highest and greatest good. You may call upon your soul, your higher self, your team of guides to assist you in this, to align you to that higher frequency, to open yourself up to this activation. As I now too call upon the highest and best, most loving guides, archangels, ascended masters, and beings of the light that can best support us now through this eclipse activation, to please step forward, to connect with us, to ready us for this activation, to open us up, as this is truly to our highest and greatest good. And we ask for divine assistance in clearing and releasing any stuck energies and interferences that could hinder us from fully stepping into our power. And please uplift our inner frequency to the frequency of love, joy, happiness, and abundance. And please open up our heart to truly embody what is now ready to be embodied. Please show us the way. Give us clear insights and downloads of the next phase of our lives, the next steps and the actions that will really uplift us, our life and the work that we're here to do. Give us insights into the soul's work that our soul has come here to do. And please release any lingering fears, doubts, and limitations so we can embrace that what lays ahead. Cut any cords to any past lives, ancestral ties, karmic relationships, karmic ties, anything and everything from our past that is not in alignment with that new, reborn version of who we have grown into. Release this on all levels, through all times, dimensions, space, realities, and lifetimes. And please raise our vibration, inner and outer frequency, so we may align ourselves to our highest timeline, to the highest good of all. And so it is. Ara le nur ast recht ist unna, nekt ur acht elach ne est urula aha. Taranna la ale elane kte ulura hatele turushtana lane le elura tur I ra han enur usta tarahate testur ia ena est ura ast arasht in la Narahan elu esta anest ur in ara ena ela ai arahan elur ai astara anne tarahate ela ale ela lu en ai trastara nara alla anne lekte enara ai turu ura ate kete enna ne etura anna ale ele elahate ehe no ura annele elane tuta estur anne he tura anne elane tura eta euta haneta esturu eta etura enna a elal alela alekta anne etura Stuturu takata anna lakte enna etura enna ra ita Narana la lekte elura astara ahate tura anna kata anne etura anna atina kata anne etur astara lela hela alekte urana kata astusta estura anna enna itara kata anne estura era alle turukutu urana kata estutura ate tarakata anna kata ale hetara ilu elane yuana estura ena etur ina anna lekta anne estura itara nur anna anne anela ane. We wish to invite you, beloved soul, to allow yourself to let any interference, any doubts, any fears, anything that is limiting you, anything that is holding you back, even your limited view of yourself and what is possible for you, let all these emotions bubble up to the surface. Let it come to the surface with the intention of releasing it, letting it go, as this is outdated and no longer in alignment with the new version that you've grown into. Allow it to come to the surface. Acknowledge that what is there, but allow it to dissolve. Let it dissolve into the nothingness where it came from, because you have outgrown these things, these feelings, these beliefs. You have outgrown them. You are now ready to release them, to let them go, to leave them behind, and never to look up on them again. Taras tarashtene estura estarakata analakate estu ustarahane ustara nakata ai turu ulana la alela alehe lukrana ai ituru ra nara astara ale tara tara adikte enura takata ashte lukata anelu ta ahane urane stara tara ahituru tara anna turara ila la lakate elala elushtena esturu tarana kata tara Narana la lela lehela alekta inuru utaranana nakata eturu utaha tarastara ashtena lane kite elu utu uraata na atushta na ate na atina ra atakata ena tutanea utane istu utana ane alestra. Now you may take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, release all that we have now assisted you in releasing. Let it go, let it go. And it is so. Now, we also may wish to invite you to open up your energy field for the download that is ready for you to embody. We have activated within your soul star chakra the codes that hold the frequency of your path moving forward, the insights, the downloads, anything and everything that you need at this time to move forward has been planted and activated within your soul star chakra. Allow yourself to connect to that above your head. Connect with that energy center and allow yourself to draw down that we have activated within you at this time. Allow the insights to flow in. Allow the ideas, the motivation, the inspiration, the vision for the future, your deepest desires. Let it all flow in from your soul star chakra down into your crown, all the way down within your heart center. Anchor that in within your heart center. Bring it into this 3D world, ground it into the here and now, as it is then accessible for you at any time you desire to receive guidance and insights. It has been activated within you. Open yourself up to receive. Tarala lekite urushta arahate lekite elur anana nakte etura estura akte enaha etura anna lekite elur a inarastara alena eturu ula eturuta enura elahatene etura starate eta etara etura hatene estana a inuru ula anela alehila aha Nurana enurana hate etu etana ate utara anna air hate. Now tune into your energy field and allow yourself to open doors, so to speak, opening up your energy field to receive on the outer world, your outer surrounding, that what you deeply desire from within. Open your energy field to allow in, to draw forth your soul's deepest desires, to be open to receiving this, all that you desires, or something even better that you have not even yet allowed yourself to even imagine, because so much more is possible for you, beloved soul. It is up to you to open yourself up to that, to the unseen, the unknown, the things that you have not even yet aligned yourself with. Open yourself up to that and then some more. It is possible for you. And now you have this immense opportunity to lay down any restrictions, any limitations, and truly open yourself up to the infinite possibilities, the infinite opportunities for you to live your best life yet, to have exactly what you want or something even better, something more up-leveled, uplifted, more elevated. Turula kata hanele la 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 kita urana kata ahi tur anada kita ela ane eturu ura anana na etura alela 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 etura atana esturu kata anna kata ale turu ura era hanne tarahate enura atele ele lekita kata ne turu ura ekt usta eta ane etu enaha etu estu a estra anele. Nukrana sturana ate etu ta aha te ena ahita. And so this, beloved, you have been activated. You have received the new light codes that this total lunar eclipse has to offer for you. It is done now. It now is done. You have been activated. And so it is. Blessed be, beloved. Now you may take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love, and anchor in this activation. Anchored into the here and now. And when you're ready, you may open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now. Become present in the here and now. If you're feeling still a little off-centered, or maybe you're vibrating quite intensely, you may just stomp your feet on the ground, just to ground yourself into the here and now. Maybe stretch your body, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, and just release that pent-up energy that you're still holding within you that has been released because of this activation. So do whatever you feel called to do, just to come back into the here and now, to ground yourself back here into the here and now. I really hope you enjoyed this activation. If you did, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know. What did you experience? Did you feel that inner activation? Did you get some glimpses, some insights into what that next step is for you? I know in the beginning, the guides worked a lot with the soul star chakra, above your head. They really activated stuff. They downloaded stuff into your soul star chakra. So you may really tune into that and let the ideas flow in. Now, the way you can really make the most out of this activation, this total lunar eclipse that is also combined with the full moon. Now, for one, definitely subscribe so you will be notified whenever I release the next video about the full moon, so you can get the insights about that too. But definitely take time to go within. If you can, block out some time on your calendar, maybe take half a day or an entire day if you can, or maybe just a few hours where you really make the intention, where you really set the intention to go within. That is your time to go within, to allow this energy for you to tune into this energy, maybe even re-listen to this activation again. Then journal about whatever is coming up for you. Tune into the key things that I mentioned in this video about the total lunar eclipse, and journal what is coming up for you. And then also look back and realize the shifts that have taken place. Oftentimes we're so busy with life, we're not even realizing that things have shifted, things have fallen into place. And I really want to invite you, take that time to really look back and notice those shifts. Tune into the energy of this total lunar eclipse and really imagine you expanding your energy field, that it's opening up. Like I saw, as I was channeling, I saw like many little doors kind of opening within the energy field. And that's basically what you want to do, is you want to expand your energy field to basically go up and out, to allow yourself to be open to drawing in all the beautiful things that you deserve, you desire, and then even some more. And here, meditation is definitely beneficial. If you can meditate more, to really go within, to connect with your soul, your soul's essence, to connect with your higher timeline, the desires that you have, and really allow it to come to the surface, and embody those things that you truly want, and be it. Really embody it and be it. Step into that. Now, I also have a video I want to share with you. It's the Spirit Warrior Activation. It's another powerful light code activation to really help you step into your role as that spiritual warrior, to do what you're here to do, your soul's work, to really be more empowered, to be maybe that next way shower for others, for yourself, for the people in your life. The link is in the description below. And I also feel called to invite you to check out my Akashic Record readings. If you want to get some guidance about your next steps, about what you're here to do, who you are at soul level, or anything like that, I have different Akashic Record readings that can give you insights into whatever you're seeking, whether it's your life purpose or who you are at soul level. The link to my Akashic Record readings is in the description below. I really want to invite you, check them out if that feels in alignment with you, if you're really looking for that guidance for your next path or your next steps to move forward. It's going to give you the insights that will really help you. It's going to give you a blueprint that you can follow to really be in alignment with what you're here to do. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I really hope you have a wonderful lunar eclipse day, full moon day, and also be sure to check out this video here about the Spirit Warrior Activation, so you can really bring it all home and align yourself to your inner way shower that you are. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.